Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. Man, we're on it. We have some movie news with the Louz.
Luckily, we can all wing it.
There you go.
It is definitely April Fool's Day today.
Where are you
This
guys?
is chaos in
Where
the
are you
studio.
guys
Chaos
playing
up in
tricks
here.
on me?
Yeah.
It's chaos, my friend. Chaos.
But what isn't chaos is my homage to my favorite director in life. I'm not really trying to get people to look at anything.
Just Scorsese.
So, yes, happy April Fools.
Happy April Fools.
And how is everyone doing today?
Well, so
Well, I
far,
thought
so
I was
good.
doing good, but now I feel really out of it. I feel really scared and lost.
No. This is a good day.
It's all good.
Because we got to talk about several things. First of all, if you're really into the whole Marvel situation, this is the day you've been waiting for. Morbius. Okay? Morbius. Dangerously ill with a rare blood disorder and determined to save others, suffering his same fate. Dr. Morbius attempts a desperate gamble. What at first appears to be a radical success soon reveals itself to be a remedy, potentially worse than the disease. So Jared Leto stars in this Marvel venture. So this is part of the multiverse of madness, and this falls in the more of the horror genre of all of that. And I am a movie lover. However, I'm not a comic book expert in all of the intertwining of these.
Right.
So usually I have to ask a couple of my pals. I'm like, wait, how do these connect? So I'll admit it. But Michael Keaton co-stars in this.
Love
you know,
him.
your pal.
Really? Met him.
He is in everything right now.
Oh.
I mean, just everything. So I love that for him.
And he was
Yeah,
a villain
good for him.
in the MCU in the first Spider-Man
Yes,
Homecoming. So I don't know
yeah.
how that's
So-
gonna intertwine with all
And
this.
somehow, I think they somehow connect, and that's the thing.
That's the
where
thing,
I don't
okay.
really know all of the intertwinings, but there are people that do. So if you didn't see the winner for Best Picture, Coda, which I was so excited for this. I mean, it didn't have a theatrical, so that, pinged my heart a bit, but I was really excited that it beat Power of the Dog. Don't get me wrong. But Coda is coming to the big screen if you don't have Apple TV Plus, or if you're just a purist like me and you want to see it on the big screen, it will be at Alamo and the Moxie. So that's really exciting, and it's a really lovely movie, and just in case you didn't hear my story before or know the story. I loved it at the Critics' Choice Awards when we stumbled upon the actor that plays the son in the movie, and Jeremy signed congratulations to him and had a conversation with him, which was lovely because not often does a hearing impaired person get to have an eye contact conversation with someone.
Without his interpreter.
Without the
Right.
interpreter.
The interpreter was beside him.
Yes, and so oftentimes it's sort of like, their eyes are moving back and forth, and
Trying to- yeah.
And so I just,
It
hats
was,
off
I
to you.
love
It was
I
very
love chatting
lovely.
with him though.
Yeah.
It made my day.
Well, of course, if you can communicate with someone.
yeah.
And I only know 2 sign language things. One's the heart, and then one is a bad word.
Yes, don't do that.
And so I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to tell him that about his movie because I
By
liked
the
his
way,
movie.
too, the best thing that happened at the Oscars and Critics' Choice is when a deaf person wins, you don't clap, you do this.
Yes.
Oh,
It was
yes. Oh, I
even
love
though
that.
Troy Kotzer was in London, we all did
We
that.
all did
and
that
it was,
in the
love
audience.
it. It was
And if you
really
watch
fun.
the Academy Awards when he won,
Yeah.
everybody does this because they can't hear clapping.
Of course.
Yeah,
But
and
they
it
see
was-
this.
Yes, it was really, really fun. And then Troy Kotzer and I would have been more like this because he's always wanting to do the dirty sign language. So, also at the Moxie Cinema in downtown Springfield, you can see Won't Be Alone, which is set in an isolated mountain village in 19th century Macedonia. So this follows a young girl who's kidnapped, then transformed into a witch by an ancient spirit. So not necessarily my cup of tea, but quite critically acclaimed. So just wanted to toss that out there. And then tops at the box, The Lost City. This movie has really great people in it because I love Sandra Bullock and I love Channing Tatum and I love Brad Pitt a lot because I think he's going places, you know.
Do I hear a butt coming?
But I didn't love the
don't know.
movie so much. It was a little bit messy,
Oh, you
except
didn't.
the Brad Pitt scenes were amazing. He was so great. Like
How
he
was it
was the
messy?
movie.
How was it
It's just
It's not
disorganized. I
seamless.
just didn't love it, except when Brad Pitt was there was like cohesion, and I loved his parts. So.
And did I
Yeah.
just see, because I don't remember that in the trailer, is this all The Lost City? Is it her book? Because she was deleting stuff and then the scene went away and then, like, is it all through her mind?
No,
that it's-
not all of it,
Okay,
but
that's what I just
but
saw.
that part was.
Okay.
That part was. But she is a writer, and so it just was. I felt like it should have been better with them.
What about Daniel Radcliffe? How did he do?
He did great, although he was a little bit of a bad guy, and so
Wow,
I didn't
hint,
like
hint.
that.
So do you think this was in the directing, or what was the problem?
editing?
Or the,
Yes,
the story?
yes, it was the directing because those people are great,
Right.
and so it should have been better. Plus, I don't like things that are just in like a swampy, setting. So I didn't love that. And then I love it when there's cool brunches, and I love the Beatles. So you can see like Hard Day's Night brunch at Alamo this weekend, and you don't often get to have see the Fab Four on the big screen.
Yeah.
So I think you should when you can. And if you have not seen the new trailer for Top Gun Maverick,
I know.
you can feast your eyes on it because that movie was supposed to come out in 2019. There was 5 delays, and it is going to be very
3 years later.
exciting.
Crazy.
It's going to be very exciting to kick off Memorial.
I need to watch
weekend.
that.
Is he
And
still your
I
favorite
can't-
person in the world?
He
Tom
is my
Cruise?
favorite movie making person because he
Does his
just
stunts
does a
and-
great job.
Yeah.
And I'm throwing this at you, Chris, but I know you've heard the news. Speaking of movie stars, were you shocked as I was to hear about Bruce Willis and his
Yes, it made me
diagnosis?
So sad. It
Yeah.
made me so sad.
So sad.
It made me so sad, and I was very excited that the Razzie committee, who awards the worst in movies the night before the Oscars, they rescinded their
Perfect.
Razzies, which they nominated him for 8
Yes.
movies. They rescinded theirs because it was the right thing to do.
Yes, it was.
That
All
is
right,
very
coming
good,
up,
yeah.
we're going to celebrate some Easter florals with Price Cutter.
Yeah.
You bet.
Yay.